Yes, these are my real teeth. They're not fake. No fake, no fake. They are real. And I'm going to tell you how. Okay, so a little bit of positivity before I start off with the tip. Your smile's perfect. You are perfect the way you are. Don't let anybody else tell you that there's something wrong with your smile. But if you yourself inside don't like it and you feel insecure about it and you know you're going to feel better if you change it, then that's up to you. And keep watching. Okay, my number one thing is do not, okay, use those bands to close your gap. Don't do that. Don't do that. I was going to do that. I researched it and I was like, why the hell was I going to do that? Because the other teeth are going to separate as well. So if you close the gap in the middle or you close the gap in the side or whatever, the other teeth that you've moved to close that gap are going to have a gap. And then you're going to be left with gaps and gaps and gaps and gaps all the time. And also if you don't continue to do that for a long period of time, it's gonna open again, just so you know. So you can have it closed for like a couple of months and then you forget about the band and you're living your, you know, your best life. No sis, it's gonna open up again, okay? The doors to the club are opening up again and the club is your gap tooth, okay? Second is, I didn't get veneers. I was not getting veneers. I was not gonna waste £1,000 per tooth on veneers. I just wasn't going to do it, and it would also require them to like thin down your teeth and have like a little shark teeth. Okay, stop. And I was not going to do that, so I investigated other ways to do it and I found bonding. Okay, bonding is basically the filling that you have when you have a decayed tooth or anything like that, or you have a chipped tooth, and the dentist will fill it with a bonding that matches your tooth and is almost just as hard as your tooth, and it's perfect. But you can use that same bonding to fill in the gap of your teeth. That cost me £400. It was £200 per tooth. You can look all over and you know it's gonna cost a roughly similar amount. It's before you do get the bonding, you're going to need to make sure that your teeth are as white as possible and you're happy with your teeth being the color that they are before you get it done, because you cannot whiten the bonding. Okay, you cannot whiten the bonding. Same with veneers, you cannot whiten veneers. Once you have them, that's your teeth. So that's why they need to match your other teeth. Tip number 3 is whitening your teeth at home. Okay, do not go to the dentist and waste £400, £500 and get them to whiten your tooth. Okay, do not try and get some illegal Crest white strips from a different country and then they end up, you know, giving you an infection or something like that. Don't do that. Okay, if you're from the US, then you should use Crest white strips. They're really, really great. I used to use them years ago when I went to America and they've done really good for me. But if you're in the UK, don't try and get those illegal ones because it's not going to work. Okay, because they're fake and they're really dangerous. What you should get is the Oral-B Perfection and the Oral-B Whitening Accelerator. If you use this 3 times a day, meaning this in the morning, then use this straight after, this for 2 minutes on your teeth. Okay, maybe a little bit less, but 2 minutes max on your teeth at night time. And then, you know, gradually coming up to the time where you're getting the procedure done, the bonding, then you use these 3 times, okay? So like in the morning, nighttime, and in the afternoon, like after you've had some food and stuff like that. This will change your life. I mean, this really does whiten your teeth. This is really strong, but as you can see, you know, they're white. It doesn't lie. When I went to get my bonding done, they used the whitest composite bonding to match my teeth, and that they were naturally white. They didn't say to me, because normally when you go to these dentists, they say you're gonna have to whiten your teeth to get the bonding done, just so you know, because you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot bleach the bonding or bleach veneers. So even if you do go for veneers, you cannot bleach that. So it's worth a shout, and this is £5 together. That's £5, or you could spend £500. I mean, I don't know. Tip number 4 is make sure you get a trial. If you're going forward and you decided, yes, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna get the bonding, I'm gonna do it, go to a dentist and make an inquiry about a trial. I didn't make an inquiry about a trial, but the dentist did to me, and I was like, wow, I've never heard this. So she put like a practice bonding on my tooth, and I wore it around for the day. She said, if as soon as you eat hard food, it's going to fall out, but don't worry, it's just that we get an idea of what you like and what you don't like. And it was amazing, because with having that trial, I could then notice that I had a bit of a speech impediment, like some bits were a bit too thick, or I noticed that some parts of my actual teeth were not filled completely anyway. So then, even though she closed my gap, she ended up filling in other parts of my tooth that were chipped from like grinding my teeth or anything like that. So you really want to make sure you get that trial. And my final tip is, if you are living in London or living in a big city, try your best to get a dentist outside, okay? I unfortunately have to get a dentist in London, but I'm telling you now, the dentists in the city raise their prices just because they're in the city. So if you can, try and get it out of London, because then you can save some more dollars, okay? Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.